Hello, welcome to another Mafex review. Today looking at the Batman. This came out a while ago, but I just, life goes on. And as a bonus, this one came out previously from Aton Custom, and it's just this Bruce Young Witch. This is a mainland China 1/12 scale Bruce Wayne, and we're gonna see something quite interesting here between an official product and a non-official one. Just says Young Witch, Young Witch, Young Witch, and yeah, not too much going on here. I'm just gonna quickly open the box because this is a man so rich he bought the bank. Yeah, okay, yeah, get it. So very simple magnetized box, lots of sponge and stuff in there. I put all the extra accessories into this little baggie because it was a pain just getting them out of each sponge thing. And to be honest, now that I have this Mafex figure, which I do like, I'm gonna keep this Bruce Wayne figure in there so I don't have an extra box to deal with. So, yep. Quick look at the back of this top, sideways, back. On the photos, it mostly looks okay, except I'm not sure what's going on with that face. What's up with that picture? Right there. Funny. Right. But like with all Mafex stuff, we now have this certified genuine product thing telling you about, hey, you can scan that sticker on the front, like that can't be copied. And like all Mafex figures, we also have a figure stand. Standard 3 peg hole plate, one grabby thing and one grabby thing with bottom bit, so it supports it, the figure. And we have an extra tray for more accessories on the back. So in terms of accessories for the unofficial figure, we have this bag that the zip actually works, and inside they put a bit of a sponge there just so it puffs up the bag. So that's interesting and that's pretty cool, a functional bag. Not functional umbrella. This is as is, you cannot open it. Even if you did, it's just a flat piece of cloth, but it's a nice accessory to have. I could probably give it to a penguin figure or something. There are item holding hands on the figure already, pair of fists, relax hands, grabby hands, more trigger holding hands, and also, let's see, yep, that's it. And we also have this newspaper here, and the text on there is actually, well, real text. I don't know if you can read that, but Gotham Global Commercial News, according to the Rain Corporation financial report the last season, as the economy landscape continued to expand, the development of each department was delightful. In particular, the menswear department with an outstanding phones and shoes department, when principal declared new, an attempt was done to deal with leather and an extra Kevlar layer was used to ensure durability, thus ensure its fashion in design, elegance in handcraft, and reasonability in price. The department are considering using New Worn Rain as its slogan, so that's like a relatively normal thing, which I'll take on it. We've got a picture there from the movie with the penguin there. New flash from Gotham Global, the public figure mass speciality Batman had paid a visit to the Joker and Arkham Asylum. For the latter had published an invitation for a peace talk. The two met each other with greetings and forward consensus on the general situation on Gotham. Now, this is where it starts to get a bit silly. Gotham Entertainment was told by a reliable informant that the famous adult film star Robert Pattinson has declared the termination of his cooperation with the adult film director Jad Kwan. The former says that his act was out of respect to art and consideration of his career. The Daily Gotham News Flash, obligatories of the entrepreneur and charitian Thomas Rain and his wife Opera Rain, they were found on the back. So yeah, they read the pieces in on the back. It's all in typified Chinese. And it seems to be the same news, just in Chinese. So that's the accessories for him. He also comes with 2 heads. We have one with no eyeshadow and one with a little bit of eyeshadow and more messy hair, so you can, replicate the like take off mask look, and you definitely use this with the Batman body. So yeah, very articulated figure. Jacket, no sleeve underneath, so that's he can totally He-Man it if you really want to. Suit, tie, all looks very good. I'm not sure I can. No, you can't unbutton that. The belt looks like you can actually undo. Yeah, there's a single piece of leather there, so that's cool. So zoom back out there. Head goes down, double neck joint, full rotation. Shoulder with a butterfly joint there. Up. So it does look weird when you move his arm up. So don't do that too much, I guess. That is a bit weird. Goes up, back, the jacket gets in the way, of course. There's a bit of wire on the back, so that's interesting. Tummy, a little bit of movement there, not too much. And sit down quite straight. Knee, leg up, don't rip the pants. Is there rotation here? little bit more than big Fallen figures, and the foot is just on a ball peg, so holes in the bottom there. So I want you to remember these heads and how good they look for a third-party figure. For the Mafex figure, apart from the fist already attached to him, he has kind of spray open, relax hands, grabby hands, palm open grabby hands, and actual grabby hands, trigger holding hand, smaller trigger holding hand, depending on what he's holding, I guess. A thumb holding and a smaller thumb holding, like a remote holding hand, and one that looks like that. And we got these little grapple gun thingies, an actual big grapple gun, and one that's in the pouch for his belt buckle. Moving over to the main tray, we have that little flare that uses at the end of the movie. Chest plate with batarang, chest plate without the batarang. We have the batarang itself, nicely painted in there. The flare that uses at the end of the movie, a cowl they can hold on to when you swap his head out with a regular unmasked head. That's neat, you can put that down somewhere. The gun pouch or the grapple pouch without the grapple, and you see the gauntlet there with the little grapple weapon thingy that he uses in the other tray, and this one has it detached. The figure itself has a standard expression head. We also have that face, and we have two Robert Pattinson faces. Like, what the hell happened with this head? The eyeshadow one looks kinda okay, but if you just take this head with an extra neck without a bodysuit, we just bring that into the third party one. Like, can you see how big a difference this is? Like, the molding, the shape of it is almost the same. The mouth, the jaw is pretty identical. The eyes, a little bit the same. I think the biggest difference is the nose is a little bit longer. And they've molded in the texture for the 5 o'clock shadow, whereas this one's just, Mafex is just printed on. But like, what's wrong with the skin color? This is bad. Like, this is, like, if I just move this, like, the angle down a little bit, like, what the hell happened here? If I take the eyeshadowed head and put that next to the, yeah, this is for Patterson. This is emo Crow, like even more emo than regular the Crow. Wow, at least the mask head is really good. I guess it's not the first time that an unofficial product is way better than the official ones. Anyway, so Batsuit, the cow, nice little dotted textures there. I'm just gonna zoom in. Pretty cool, very realistic, I guess. But I do hope that when the second movie comes out in 2025, I guess, that they will update it to be a little bit more sophisticated, but not completely remove this suit design. The ripped texture and on the batarang on the chest is so good. Like, it looks so natural. Moving down, a little yellow texture, a bit too bright for me. Might dim that a little bit to make it look a bit better. And very good silver paint. These metallic buckles, the belt, moving the arm up. Just look at the back, you can see some of the other accessories there. And even put a little extra tie on the strap there, which is nice attention to detail. Cloth textures, and yeah, this figure looks really good. Painted little metal button thingies onto the boot. And of course we have this really nice wired fake leather looking cape. This looks so awesome. There's 1, 2, and 3, and 4 wires in there. The bottom looks a little bit fragile, but otherwise that's pretty good. Head double joint up. That's a bit loose. I mean, there's a head swap function still. Up. Okay, you can't really look up because the collar gets in the way. Full rotation, sideways. Butterfly joint is pretty much non-existent. Not happy with that. Shoulder goes not really rotating up. So shoulder pad is, yep, on an individual hinge, I think. Nope, it touches the rotation here. Double elbow joint can go that far. Peg and swivel. Body goes back. Like, well, that breaks apart the figure. Fall forward, sideways. Yep. It goes up, back, sideways. Nope, that's new. Guess it gives it more movement though. Double knee joint, rotation there. So it goes up, down, sideways. Is there rotation on the shoe? Yes, there is. I think there's a ball joint in there, I suppose, and the boot joint. Here's the Mafex figure sitting on top of the McFarlane bike. You can technically sit on it, but the bike looks massive. Kinda okay. Like if you just imagine that this bike was like a more tank-like machine bike, then kinda, yeah. Overall, the Mafex Batman is really cool. During the pre-order season, the Bandai SH Figuarts pre-order came out first, and eventually the figure also came out first, but I'm so glad I hesitated. I didn't pick up the pre-order, and the Mezco announced theirs, and I was like, oh, do I get the Mezco? And just as I was about to order the Mezco one, Mafex was like, boom! And I much rather have this figure in Mafex than Mezco, because Mezco's articulation will be very limited with the suit design and the coke fabric and clothing. And the SH Figuarts one just looked bad even from the promotional photos, so I know the figure is gonna look worse than the promotional photos. Just like the Keaton Batman, the actual release of the figures was so bad. I pre-ordered the BVS Batfleck figure, so the updated version, so I'm looking forward to that one. And I'm also really glad that I picked up this Bruce Wayne figure. If there was a Michael Keaton figure, I would pick that up. If there was a Ben Affleck figure that was re-released because it's hard to find now for Mafex, I would pick that up too. Keaton is one of my favorite Batmans, but in terms of movie actual closeness and bestness in regards to the source comics of the greatest detective, the Batman movie is probably my favorite. If we are including animation, then of course animated series. But still, I am so glad I picked up this unofficial Bruce Wayne figure to go with this official Batman figure. And so now I have a really good actual Robert Pattinson Batman head that I can use on this Batman figure, and they scale so nicely. I'm so glad that this unofficial figure was like, yeah, we know which best Batman figure to scale our figures to as well. We're not going to scale it to the Mafex, McFarlane, or the figures. We're going to scale it with the Mafex one because that's going to turn out the best. I mean, I really love how the cape looks in this pose. It's so awesome. The only downside with this figure is the shoulders don't really move too much, and if you were wishing that there was some extra accessory, I could say maybe that weird glider suit, possibly, but then you just look like a weird pancake, so I'm not too fussed about that. I would prefer him to just glide down with the cape like most other Batman, so I'm okay with that. So if you can still get this Batman somewhere, he's good. He's obviously better than the McFarlane one. The McFarlane one is decent for the price, but yeah, this one is just the best one out there. Subscribe, just in comment below, because take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.